Hey everybody, Coach Mel here, and I am super excited for this interview today. I've been waiting 12 weeks for this interview, and I'm here with my client and friend, Tami. Although we knew each other before she did our MelFit 12-week challenge, I say that about all of my people because when you work closely with a coach for 12 weeks, even if you didn't know me before, we get to know each other really well. So I am looking to establish lifelong relationships with people. I do not want to work with one-hit wonders. If you want to just cruise in for 30 days and expect miracles, I'm not your coach. If you want to learn life skills, how to lose weight the right way and the only way and keep it off for the rest of your life, I am your girl. So we have Tami here, and she contacted me, and I'm going to let her tell your story, but I'm going to give her story. I'm going to give you guys the outline. I created probably the best plan on the market, and years from now, hundreds and hopefully thousands of people will have gone through this plan, and it's really salt and pepper and it's really cut and dry. But I want Tami to tell you a little bit about her background and what she's tried in the past, how we came about to do this, what her mindset was then and now. And hopefully if you're watching this because you're curious about the plan and that we have answered any questions or fears that you have. If you get to this end of this video and you still have questions, please feel free to reach out to Tami or myself, and I'm gonna include her email on there because I'm sure she'd be glad to help you. So we are 12 weeks as of Monday or Sunday? Monday. And Tami has lost 20.4 pounds and almost 25 inches. That is consistently almost 2 pounds a week. So Tami, we're gonna let you start, and I want you to go back as far as you think you need to go back. And the first question I ask people when I have them sit down at my desk is, how long have you been overweight? So I think that that's a good starting point, is kind of tell people, you know, what have you gone through to get to this point now?
I've been overweight since, let's see, probably McKinley was 4 years old and she's 20 now.
Okay.
Tried everything. Went through eating disorders to try to lose weight, couldn't do it. Tried everything in the book. I've tried keto, I've tried Code Red, I've tried Atkins, I've tried Weight Watchers, and you would do good for a little bit and then you'd always come back to the way that you were. When I tried the keto / Code Red diet, I was at my highest point of 255 pounds, and the high-fat diet was great. You lost weight there for a little while, but what it did was ended up sending me in the hospital. I have no gallbladder, so it caused me to have acute pancreatitis, and my liver was inflamed. Almost killed me. So they what scared me the most was when I thought that I was actually having a heart attack at that point, and they brought me back to the room and did an echo on me, and that was fine. Spent 6 days in the hospital, had emergency surgery. And I can't remember my husband, when he said to me in the hospital room, he said, "I love you the way that you are. I just want you to be healthy. Mm-hmm. I want you here with me and the girls." Mm-hmm. Gets me every time.
Yeah, that's what I remember, and that's what I posted this morning on my page. That, and you know, there's a lot of emotion that comes with weight, and I always tell people I can cry and talk at the same time. And I think that that's the problem with society is we're all told to be so tough and choke it back. So don't be afraid to let it out. It's super emotional. All right, you guys, so Kleenex for me, Kleenex for Tami, because we're gonna need it. So the one thing I will tell you as a coach, it is just as much emotion for Tami as it is for me. This is such a special day for me as a coach. This is 12 weeks of me committing to Tami, this wonderful, you know, mother and friend and wife who has struggled her whole life. This is huge for me. This is so awesome. And I'll tell you a couple of key things. What Tami just mentioned is I remember that message, and I remember everybody's message. And when this day comes, which it will for every one of you watching, because I'm a professional, when this day comes, I always go back to that message. And I almost don't even need to, because it's embedded in my brain. And it's your why. And it's your aha moment. And I tell people there's 2 aha moments in your life when it comes to weight loss. One is Tami's aha moment when she realized that she wanted to be around for her daughter and her family and her friends and for herself. The second aha moment is when you realize, and we'll ask Tami when it was for her, when you realize that you frickin' hit the jackpot, when you found something that you can adhere to, that you like, and that's working. Right?
Exactly.
Right? Aren't those your aha moments? And I got a message from Tami's daughter, and I felt so bad because it was somewhere lost in my messages. And I mean, I just about lost it reading it, for a child to reach out to you and tell you that they feared their mother was going to die. It's horrible. And I'm the facilitator to make sure that this girl, you have 2 girls, right? Make sure that this girl has a mom, and that this is serious. This is somebody's life. Whew. Very, very, very important to me. And I tell you what, on my videos, I am saving lives. And if you're watching this and you're in a similar situation, I want to save your life too. So we're gonna go on from where Tami left off. She had that surgery in December, and let's take them to where you are now. If you guys are watching this, it's April 14th. So this was December 2019. Today is April 14th, 2020. So what's been going on in your life since?
Since the surgery?
Yeah.
Take it back to then. Got home, tried to go and find something healthy to do. Reached out to a few people at work that I was searching so hard for someone to help and me to find the right way to eat. And asking the gals at work, because I work at a health club, know any nutritionists, know any dietitians, someone that can help me. And they just didn't have the right thing or the right way to tell me. They're like, it's exercise, it's exercise, it's exercise. Mm-hmm. Well, I'm not like everybody else, but I didn't crave exercise, didn't know the first thing about doing it, even though I worked at a gym. So I tried. I had lost 10 pounds from being out of surgery, and then I had seen your post. It just came up as a sponsored post, and I read it. And when you said, I plan it for you, I cook the recipes, do this, everything is made for you, the shopping list. I'm like, aha, that's what I wanted my whole entire life was someone tells me what to do, what to shop, what to make. I can stick to it. And I did. For 12 weeks, I stuck to it because it was so easy. You did all the work for me. And the food was amazing. And that's why I'm starting all over again, because
the best client ever. And that is why I created it, because my clients have been asking me for that for years. But Josh and I have 1,000 hours into creating this. So Tami's the first person to go through this. And this is so exciting for me, because after Tami follows many other people, and after that many other people, so many people are going to go through this plan. And I told Tami she should be a motivational coach and a marketer. She believes in this so much, she told me she'd do it for free.
Heck
so
yeah.
She's gotten several of her friends to join the challenge. So this is just so awesome. For me, when I created this plan, I knew it would work because it's something that I implemented in my brick and mortar studio with my clients, and I've gotten hundreds of pounds off people. But to actually have it in a program in our app to where so many people, like I felt like I always capped myself. I'm only one person. How can one person help 3,000 people? Now I can help many people. So I'm going to ask you a couple questions, Tami. How did your family feel about you doing this program?
As soon as I told Brett, he said, do it.
Okay.
He's known I've tried many other things, so I don't know if he was back in his mind going, oh, she's going to try this and she won't follow through with it. But he supports me no matter what. And he said, he goes, do it.
Yeah.
And I was so excited, and he had no hesitations for me to do it.
That's awesome. I hope you all have a good support system out there. If you don't, I'll be your support. What were your fears in the beginning, and what were you most reluctant about?
My fears in the beginning was your workouts.
Okay. And that really, honestly, I don't know if you guys think this is crazy. It's usually more the workouts than the food people are worried about. So
It was.
yeah.
And I started watching some of them, and at the beginning I would go through to find the ones that I could do easily. And I know I texted Melissa and I'm like, I can't do these with my knees. And she was like, nope, you can do it. She goes, I make modifications. And I think it was more of the weight on my knees, because now I don't have 100. I don't have any problem doing 100 squats.
Go girl. So, and I want you guys watching this to know that I truly spend time with each and every exercise, trying to even give a workout for somebody who is in a seated position. So,
Yes.
Tami, did you think you would finish this?
I knew I would.
You knew you would? I love that.
Yep.
And that is why I don't go out and poach people, because you have to be ready. You have to have that aha moment. Every damn person I've ever met knows exactly, almost to the date, when that aha moment was. Everybody remembers, to where you get to that point where you're like, that's it, I'm done. And I'll do anything I can to get there.
Amen.
So has this been hard, Tami?
The only thing I think that was hard was getting used to the exercise. Now, I think if I were, with this quarantine thing going on, if I didn't have your plan, I would probably come out weighing close to 300 pounds.
And a lot of people.
Being bored. So I'm finding myself getting on the elliptical twice a day and doing your workouts. And my goal is my steps. I look at my steps all the time now. Okay, get up, get moving. I mean, some days I'm 12 to 15,000 steps a day, which was never
a thing before. We created a monster.
Oh,
I remember that reluctancy with Tami in the beginning, and we are blessed to live in the same town. If you're watching this from somewhere else in the world, I even tried to get her over to my house one time, and I wasn't going to let it slide, and she kept wanting to substitute for her elliptical, and I did not want that, because my workouts are cardio, core, and strength. And I really want, when you get over 40 especially, you've got to have that strength training. So I know that the reluctancy was there, but I wasn't going to, give up on her. So we got that going on. So if anything, if you guys are interested, I've had to up Tami's calories. And she's doing a second round. So we will probably end up upping even more. And after we get done filming this, I'm going to give Tami a little bit more advice on how many calories exactly she should be eating a day. And I know you guys all think you're going to be starving. It's quite the opposite.
My goodness, no. There's sometimes that I felt like I couldn't eat my food, so I didn't.
Yeah.
But then I felt like I had to eat it. But you're like, no, don't finish it if you don't, if you're not hungry.
Yeah. And the reason that I do that, if weight loss isn't occurring, I might enforce it. But if weight loss is occurring, that is my strategy, because I think that that's wrong with society. Is, as a child, we were told to clear our plate instead of being more in tune with, the mind and stomach. Are you really hungry? Are you bored? I always drink water when I'm hungry and go for a walk, and I think about it. So it's just developing healthy habits. And on a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being the hungriest, God forbid we let ourselves get to like a 5 or 6. God forbid that our stomach growls. That's okay. So you got to really kind of reconnect with good habits. So tell me some key factors that got you through my plan, Tami. How was the support? How was the food? How was the motivation? How were the recipes? How were the shopping lists?
Everything was excellent.
Good.
The food was amazing.
Cool.
There's only one thing that I didn't care for.
Yeah.
Other than that, I mean, shoot, how many recipes did we have in 12 weeks?
36 main courses.
So
12
35
desserts,
out of
12
36.
snacks.
I love. Yeah, exactly. So everything was amazing. Your support was huge. I mean, there's times I've talked to you 2-3 times a day.
Yeah.
You won't get that many other places.
Yeah. If you're watching this from somewhere in the world and you are on an app where you aren't getting that individualized, personalized support, maybe it's time to switch over to something. Even though I am one person, I have a team. I have Josh and I have my stepdaughter Talia, And the more people that we get, the more people I'll hire. So we will have an army working for us. And this video, whether you're watching it today or 10 years from now, Tami's telling you about what things in that recipe helped her get to be successful. And it's never going to change. And I told Talia, the check-ins weekly are so important. I don't ever want that to change. And I think that that is key. I don't want to have this planned rotating 10 years from now and not still have the accountability and check-ins. And I even hired somebody else to help me to make sure, because I was getting so busy, to make sure that everybody has this. And I think that's what's key, is the support. So how is this different from what you've done in the past?
Oh my goodness, everything. There's a plan. I know what to do. I'm just that OCD person, like, give me what to do and I will do it. There's no guessing. I don't have to count my calories. I don't have to figure out macros. On that dang keto diet, I could never get the macros in place and everything. This is just, everything's there. The shopping list, I don't know how anybody could ever say that it's too much or you have to go different places, but it's just, you make your list. It's all right there in sections. I hit that section and I just look and I'm done. I mean, my shopping takes me now 15 minutes probably.
Awesome. Yeah.
I know Winco back inside and out.
And you're watching this. This is being filmed during the coronavirus. And I will tell you that people can do online delivery shopping. So the fact that everybody still stayed with us, I just love it. So what is your mindset now compared to what it was before?
I'm happy.
Happy?
I'm not depressed.
Okay. Give me 3 words. Happy.
Happy, excited, and full of life.
Full of life. Unbelievable. Do you want those 3 words?
I want to be in pictures with my, I was like, why did I was never in pictures with my kids. It's too big.
No, that's just ridiculous. Yep. What's so nice now is the one thing that I've taught Tami is we don't use the F word, the D word, or the C word.
I love my
okay? The F word, you're going to hear me say this just to tell you, but I think it's demeaning. We don't need self-destruction. There's enough people putting us down. We don't use the word fat. We use body fat in reference to body fat, and we use weight, but we don't use the word fat. What's the D word?
Diet.
What do we use?
Lifestyle change.
Lifestyle change, plan. Okay. What's the C word? I know what you're thinking. It's cheat. We don't use the C word. I've developed a strategy and it's called a free day. And it's really freeing because everybody on social media has seen that Tami's following a plan. What if she's down here at the Post Falls Brewery knocking off a pizza and a beer and other people see her and they walk up to her table and they say, I thought you were on a diet. Well, Tami can go, actually, this is my free day. And see my coach, she's right over there and she's okay with it. So mind your own business. Like, it's really freeing to know that you're not on that stereotypical. And Tami mentioned this when we were messaging last night, is having that free day sets you up for the rest of your life. If you can have one day a week where you know you can have whatever you want, or you can plan social events around, I mean, it's really attainable.
I always say Thursday night,
yeah.
Brett, guess what?
Yeah.
He goes, tomorrow's a free day.
Yay. So
said, yep.
see, he's even calling it free day.
Yep.
So that's awesome. So what is the most important thing that you think that you've learned?
My health is number one.
Yay.
Yep.
Greatest wealth is your health.
Exercise is good for you.
Yay.
Takes that I think that's why I like that elliptical too, is it takes your crazy out. But then I like your workouts, the Melfit workouts for the inches. That's where the inches have come off from, is doing that and toning.
And just to let you guys know, like, this is how many inches Tami lost. I told her, it's a small child. It's my grandson.
Oh my gosh.
So
that is crazy.
What does your future hold?
A lot. I get to be around and see my grandkids. Be there for my kids.
Yeah.
Be full of life. Be happy.
Awesome. So good. Your greatest wealth is your health. Tami got this program gifted to her. What do you think about my price point, $299? Do you think that's expensive?
No, not at all. I was telling a friend last night, it's worth it when you're on this. What's the price of your health?
Exactly.
Is that too much?
Exactly.
Let me tell you, my hospital bills are at $47,000. What's the price
Amen,
of
sister? Oh, that gives me the chills.
Yep.
And I love for you guys to hear it from Tami and not from me. And I told Tami before we started filming, I don't want you to hear me pitch my plan. I want you to hear story after story after story of people who have really done this and have really learned a lifestyle change. Let's see here. Oh, okay. If you could give advice to someone out there who is watching and was like you and has tried every fad diet and feels hopeless right now, what is the most important thing that you could tell them?
Do it for yourself. Do it for your family. This is a no-brainer. It's so easy to follow. Yay. You will be amazed at the end and may want to do it again.
Yay. And Tami is going through, Tami has a little bit more weight she wants to lose. Let me tell you what, when we get to the nitty gritty with the last bit of weight, you get in more into where you're losing body fat. You may not see as much on the scale, but you're going to start to lose body fat. So, so last but not least, I have something to show Tami. And Tammy's a farm girl, so she's going to know what this is. Okay, this is 20 pounds of cow fat.
Lord.
So let's just get a good visual for my peeps. So that's what Tami lost. And when I think about, this is actually the amount that I lost as well. So for me, I look at this and sometimes I want to cry, sometimes I want to laugh, but most importantly, I don't ever want this back on my body. I don't want this fat around my heart. I don't want this fat around my organs. I don't ever want to see this shit ever again. So when clients message me and they say, I only lost 5 pounds, really? That's like slap some chicken breasts around your stomach and see how you feel. So what do you think about that, Tami? Can you imagine
carrying
why?
That around?
I mean,
My
I know
knees
it's
hurt?
like, yeah, why your knees hurt. And this second round is going to be so much better for you. And you're going to feel, I mean, honestly, you look amazing. You look so much different. When I started, I popped into Tami's work one time to check on her. And I can tell what people are eating by their skin. And she just was glowing and she was happy and her skin looked amazing. So I thank you for your time today, Tami. And I am so looking forward to anyone watching this to click on the purchase now button and invest in your health. What have you spent money on that didn't work? How many diet pills and books and things that didn't work do you have in your cupboard? I mean, and you're going to see real life people story after story. And we're going to check on Tami at the end of this second 12-week round. And I will tell you, if somebody is going through this 12-week plan twice, we're not eating carrot sticks and celery, people, okay? Obviously, the food was bomb. Tami said, what would you say? Will something for food? Or I did it for the food.
Yep, did it for the food.
We need to get some shirts that say I did it for the food. So is there anything you'd like to add, Tami?
Just do it for yourself. This plan is great.
Yeah, awesome.
It's amazing.
Awesome. Thank you for being here and spreading the healthy word to everybody. And go ahead, sir.
And thank you for letting me do it 2 weeks early when you weren't even in town.
Yeah.
Because it just would have given me 2 more weeks to eat.
Oh,
very
my
badly.
pleasure.
So.
Tami was our little test bunny, and she was great. So she was working out our bugs for us, and she was so patient and positive. So thank you guys for watching this. If you made it through the end of this, I feel like you've watched this to the end for a reason. So do something about it. Take action. More action and less talk is the problem with society. People get sick of hearing people complain about it. Do something about it, okay? Let me be your coach. Have a great day, you guys, and we'll see you guys on our 12-week MelFit Bootcamp. Bye-bye.